Do you ever question the ability to grow in your faith? I mean, we know what mature Christians should look like, but we often feel it's impossible to achieve the growth that we might see in others. In fact, in this time of limited personal contact, we can have ample time to reflect on our lives, seeing areas for growth or needed change, but many times we rely on ourselves to produce that growth. As people who are in relationship with God, we have to continually remind ourselves we cannot force growth. That growth we want to experience in Christ, we can't do that on our own. While we may try to use the unlimited resources that are available to inspire us to change, or the self-discipline that we have to resist the sins that plague us, we may even try to recruit accountability partners to hold us accountable in these things. And these may have a positive influence on your faith, but they're never enough. See, the ability to experience growth comes from only one place. Listen to what Jesus says in John chapter 15, verse 4. He says, "Abide in me, and I in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit by itself unless it abides in the vine, neither can you unless you abide in me." See, we as the branches cannot grow on our own. We must abide in him. Now, I know it sounds super spiritual to abide in him. However, this word abide means to make your home in. This means to experience the growth in Christ that we want to experience. We need to surround ourselves with Christ. We need to stay at home in him. See, we know what it means to stay at home nowadays, but this is a call to live in Christ, to know his love, to see more clearly our need for him. Through that, you'll begin to see the reality of his acceptance of you, even when you feel unacceptable. This is where real growth begins. This is where we start to bear fruit. We stop abiding in what we are doing and begin to abide in his acceptance of us. See, the next verse in this passage says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever abides in me and I in him, it is that bears much fruit. For apart from me, you can do nothing." See, growth will begin to occur when you are concentrating on Jesus and not self. So stay focused on him, abide in him, and watch and see what he will do in and through you. Leave us a comment below sharing what helps you to stay focused on Christ. Let's encourage one another to abide not in self, but in the one who loves us perfectly.